Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for tuning in on this this Monday. I look so forward to doing this workshop with all of you, and I hope that everyone watching, that you all had a lovely weekend and that you are ready for a joyful and successful week. Okay, guys, so before we get into it, I'm just going to do the announcement. So for those of you watching on the public channel, this announcement will give you a good idea as to what this is all about and how you can join the MyRehab Cafe. So listen up, everybody. And then after that, we'll get straight into the worksheet for today. Okay. So the MyRehab Cafe private and unsearchable or secret Facebook group is the aftercare branch of the MyRehab group of dual diagnosis addiction centers, formerly known as ARC. The MyRehab centers are private inpatient drug and alcohol rehab centers that offer high quality health care with a high quality outcome. The MyRehab Cafe Facebook group has exclusive access to loads of content that is not available on any of the MyRehab public channels. Some of this content includes workshops, lectures, and support groups hosted in conjunction with some of the treating providers at the MyRehab inpatient centers. These treating providers are psychologists, social workers, wellness counselors, and volunteers who have extensive experience in the field. Group members also participate in movie and book reviews and, from time to time, face-to-face events. If you are not a member of the MyRehab Cafe, you are likely watching this on a public channel. This means that you will have 10 to 20 minutes of access to this live broadcast before we switch over exclusively to the private and unsearchable MyRehab Cafe Facebook group. Remember to sign up and join the MyRehab Cafe, guys. This is where all the interesting parts of the live video happen. The MyRehab Cafe is free to any person that has been through the MyRehab inpatient process. If you have not been through the inpatient process, but you want to find out how to join the MyRehab Cafe, please check out the MyRehab Cafe website, which is www.myrehab.com. If you want to participate in this workshop, please join in via video or audio via the link in the comments section, or leave a comment and I'll be able to bring it up on screen and see how I can go about answering it. Also, if you want to just share from your own experience, please feel free to comment. Okay, if you are a member of the MyRehab Cafe and you want a higher degree of anonymity or confidentiality, wait for us to end this broadcast on the public channels before hopping on or posting. I will make an announcement when we're switching over. So with everyone that's watching on the public channel, when we're about to switch over to the private channel, I'll make an announcement to say that we're going to switch over. A banner will come up and then we will say goodbye to you on the public channel. And then from there on, we will be in the private channel. And I'll make an announcement as well when we get into the private channel. Okay, guys, so with that, let's get started. So the worksheet that we're going to do today, I thought to myself, let us start this Monday off with a topic that relates nicely to connection. A great way to start the week, in my opinion. So let's get into it, guys. So the worksheet today is called Building My Support Network. Okay. So when people are actively abusing alcohol, other drugs, or addictive behaviors, they often isolate themselves. Reversing that trait is an important part of recovery. Most people who succeed in achieving long-term abstinence do so with the help of others and not alone. Okay, so before we jump into the questions, let's just take a minute to outline why it's important to reverse this trait that the worksheet speaks about. Well, support networks are critical parts of the recovery process because they can assist the individual in feeling connected and forming part of a community with others. Okay, so it assists, a support network assists individuals in feeling supported, understood, accepted, valued, loved. And of course, this helps to improve self confidence, self esteem, self acceptance, all that kind of thing. So connecting with others who are experiencing fulfilled and joyful living without substances is encouraging for us to watch, for us to see, for us to involve ourselves with. Spending time with positive people encourages us to be positive in our own lives. Okay. A support network also increases accountability. It can contribute overall towards emotional, mental, and spiritual well being. Okay. And it also gives people an opportunity to give back and help others. Because there we just kind of outlined why reversing the trait um, is an important part of recovery, and that's just the general outline. And of course, as we go through the worksheet, so we will journey with this concept more and more. Okay, so let's jump into question one. Okay, so when people come into a treatment program or into therapy for addiction, they may have great difficulty asking anyone for information or help. If this is true for you, why do you think this is difficult? Okay, so this question here asks if this is true for you. Okay, so please apply these questions to your own individual journey. Okay, so in saying that, if this is true for you and you find asking for information or help or support difficult, please give the reasons why. I've got some generalized examples here which may not resonate with everybody. Um, they may or they may not. So again, please make this unique to your own individual journey of recovery. Okay. So some people may experience shame and a low self-esteem, and that's like kind of serves as a barrier in asking for help or asking for support or asking for information. Some people may find asking for help difficult due to past experiences that they may have had. Some may find asking difficult due to their upbringing. Some of us are raised with don't ask, just do, um, or just get over it, or whatever the case. So um, people then tend not to ask for help or support or information based on that kind of upbringing. Could pride or ego be a factor for some? For some, it could be fear of the unknown, coming out of our comfort zones. Even for some, it could be the fear of letting go of that control that we've come to know and that's come to be a part of us in our daily lives. For some, it could be a communication barrier. I don't know how to ask for help. I don't know how to ask for support. Okay. For some, it could be barriers with trust. For some, perhaps it's a fear of rejection. Some may have a mind frame of not wanting to feel like a burden to others. Others may not experience difficulty in asking for help or support or information. So, again, what is your experience in your own journey? Okay, so let's go on to question two. So we'll do question two on the public channel, and then we'll switch over. Okay. So for those of you watching on the public channel, I hope that you enjoy going through the next question, and that this kind of just brings up something for you helpful, something that you can take away and discuss with your support network. And of course, that I hope that you'll join us in the cafe so that you can be part of the whole worksheet when we go through these worksheets. Okay. So question two, if you meet others who are new to a task which you already have knowledge and experience with, how do you respond? if they ask you for help or advice? Okay, so again, I've just got some generalized guidelines here, and again, this would be coming back to how you respond. Okay, so do we respond with willingness, kindness, or patience when others ask us for help and advice? This is important for me. Do we remain humble and not and non-judgmental as we acknowledge that it was a journey for us to get to a place where we could help others? So in that, do we remain humble and do we remain non-judgmental? Another big one, do we remain grateful that we are able to give back to others? Those for me personally are two very important factors. Do we feel a sense of fulfillment and purpose in helping others? If we are unable to help others at the very moment that they ask, do we then make time for that person at a later stage so that we can still be of guidance and assistance and help to them? Or even for some, do we perhaps have difficulty or barriers in responding to others with advice or help? What is your response? So, for some people, maybe if someone asks you for help or advice, perhaps you have difficulty or barriers in that. So, what is your response if you already have knowledge and experience in an area and somebody asks you for help or advice? Something really interesting to think about. So, guys, as we go to question 3, this is where things are really going to get more interesting, and we're going to dive further into this topic. So, I'm going to take it over to the cafe now. So, anyone who wanted to join there with more confidentiality, please then feel free to jump on. I will let you know when we are there. And so, to everyone on the public channel, sorry that our time is already up, but yeah, guys, I hope that you'll sign up and join this community. There's really a lot on offer here in the MyRehab Cafe. So I hope to see you guys again. And thank you for watching and take care, everybody.